Fuck a Booker T. That's what Swerve said.
Fuck Booker T. Fuck Booker T. Bitch.
I actually like Booker T. Anyways, hello and welcome
No, I
to
don't
the
like Booker T. Fuck
Clodcast.
that bastard.
I don't know who that is.
He's a wrestler.
He's a wrestler. He's a cunt. He's a
Oh,
cunt.
okay, never mind. I may have heard the name.
Right.
Then.
We're still in the first 30 seconds, so I'm probably getting us into trouble. He is a see you next Tuesday.
I see.
Anyways, we are here with the Clodcast Week 3 recap of CPL. We're gonna go through 3 matches per division, as always. Gonna start with Clodsire. Gonna mention Pokemons of the week and everything. Yeah. It's a little late for me. Episode is also gonna release a little later than usual, so that's on me. I have late shifts. I am here though with Mr. Roy.
Hello, Ben. You've also forgot to share your screen.
Oh fuck! This bit again.
Whose house? Roy's house.
I'm also here with Zep Striker fan number 1. Zep, strike him down.
Hello.
And Orc Luigi, aka Jacodo, aka Iron Bundle Lover 69, who's currently driving.
69's crazy.
He's currently driving, so he might not respond as much. Yep, there he goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I swerve when I drive. I swerve when I drive.
Anyway, we're gonna start with a really funny one. It's Emilio versus Spike, and Emilio made an oopsie.
Oh, he did. He made a big oopsie.
Lots of switching. And here comes the mon.
So our lovely friend Emilio is a fucking idiot and forgot that they have Terra Normal Facade Luxray, which they need to use for also, I don't know, pause. That's actually probably worse. What the fuck did you stay in? It gets Fire Fang. You know it gets Fire Fang. Just switch out. You're going to die.
Yeah, but what does he switch in? He has no switch in.
You switch in a Montes. Either you. Actually, no. Hang on. How much speed is Luxray?
75.
Okay, what's expendable here? Probably Clod. Probably Clod, actually.
He needs a Cloud for Moth, though.
Oh yeah, true.
Probably should have tried to pivot
throw
them into a Fire Fang.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rotom probably is probably the answer. Because I do feel like it's so obvious they're going to click Fire Fang there.
Yeah, Emilio didn't.
You just bring that sort of thing.
Like, Emilio didn't bring his best switch into this, which would have been Yuxi. But even Yuxi, like, gets hit by a crunch, so, Emilio...
I mean, Facade just, like, chunks Yuxi hard as well.
Yeah.
Emilio's
is not bulky enough to take hits from this Luxray, and, as you saw, the main physical defensive answer to it is almost already gone because Emilio forgot about Fire Fang.
Yeah. Nice U-turn, to be fair.
Now Emilio this time going for the flip turn.
I see they both really like pivoting moves.
Yeah.
Or I'm
also,
just Terra
Water's an interesting choice.
I mean, didn't look properly at the matchup, but sometimes that's fine, just like spam strong water moves. It's like Slowbro doesn't take them that well, and Hydreigon is obviously just click Moonblast into it.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of which, hi Hydreigon, bye Hydreigon. Honestly, I would have loved a prediction there, but I get why Emilio didn't do it.
Yeah.
Evidently, Emilio also doesn't have Energy Ball on the Primarina, which he probably would have clicked into Slowbro at some point.
Now, this is where Unaware's going to backfire on Clodsire.
Oh, I think they forgot about us.
Might be. Yeah, this rode him.
Jesus!
And this Luxray even has
Yeah.
a little trick up its sleeve, quick attack.
Oh, very
that's some
fun.
heat. Yeah, Emilio's cooked. Good, Emilio
Yeah.
is losing. God damn, Emilio's got haters.
Now in comes the Lando on the U-turn.
I wonder how many mons in this turn only click the pivot move.
That feels like maybe Specs.
Mon has the Moth has only clicked U-turn. Yeah, it seems like Specs. Otherwise, I feel like he would have switched moves by now. And Luxray is back in. That's another kill.
Goodbye, Latios.
Yeah, Emilio just honestly got cooked here. Jesus Christ.
Especially considering his main way of like coming back or like further progress was Lando, but it's just keep clicking U-turn.
Yeah. And now back in it comes. Picks up its 4th kill of the game.
This Luxray has like 8-9 kills, right?
It has 6 kills currently. It made 1 kill
Yeah.
in both the prior game and now 4 kills in this one.
I mean, honestly, I know we say thank you, Spike, but if I'm Sage, I'm saying thank you, Emilio, for all the kills.
Yeah. Emilio did not get 6-0 at least because Spike did have to sacrifice some mons because of Shifu, but yeah, there was no coming back for Emilio after all the slaughter Luxray put on him.
Ben, let's be honest. Did we just pick this game because your girlfriend wanted you to dog on Emilio?
No, also because it's just funny seeing Emilio get squashed by a Luxray.
It was quite funny.
Although,
I just feel
speaking
like Emilio was on the back foot because he never like made predictions with the Primarina, and it was like his only like answer, I guess. I feel like he had to like guess sometimes more with the Primarina.
Yeah, but Emilio doesn't make a lot of predictions. That's like an Emilio thing.
Yeah, with Emilio, he'll take 5 minutes on a turn, consider making the prediction, then go back to the safe play, then go to the prediction, then to the safe play, then to the prediction, then to the safe play, then prediction, and then make the safe play. Every turn.
I do have to say though, what's more embarrassing, losing was it 4 months or 3 months in this game? How many kills did Luxray got? 4 months to Luxray, or losing 1 month to Geller Linoon?
Listen. I lost 1 mon to a 1 pointer I didn't respect. This guy lost 4 mons to a mon that this one's got a pack with, has 120 base attack and is Terra normal facade guts. Okay? Just count Lightning Galar into Zapdos defensive with adamant facade Terra normal, okay? There's a reason I didn't respect it and now I do.
I just had to bring it up.
Roy respects like half of the 1-pointers. Anyways.
So I keep getting fucked in the ass by them. And not in a good way.
Next game. We have BGC versus Nut. Nut also not bringing the X control this time. Interestingly enough.
I'm watching it. Why does a team have 3 of Monkey-Dory, Probopass, and Pincushion? That's 3 ass mons.
To be fair, the Pincushion is not on the team anymore. They did make trades, so into week
I would
4,
also say
it's not there anymore.
Probopass has uses for trapping steel types, which we're about to see.
Fuck that,
Ben,
Monkey-Dory is tough.
Guys, can we pause for 2 seconds? Again. Ben, you're going to want to put this on fast. The next 40 turns or so are fucking tedious. Seriously, put it on fast. This will go on for a while.
I mean, you could also just skip through them, to be honest.
And honestly, hyperfast might be better for some of this. This goes on a long time.
Yeah, this is just basically Probopass stalling out the Goodrow.
This is what Propass has been bought for. This is what I mean. Propass has its uses in niche scenarios because I was actually considering it for my team when I'm trying to get kills on Mimikyu to trap steals. So, like, as a 3-pointer leftover one, it kind of works. Pincurch is just shit. And so is Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory sucks. Propass is better than Monkey Dory.
Fuck
And I
no,
actually mean that.
no,
I
no,
actually
no.
mean that
Hey,
with
Terra,
all my
Terra
voice.
Monkey Dory is better than Terra Probopass.
Terra Monkey Dory, yes. I'm on about regular Monkey Dory and Terra
Absolutely.
Propass.
And even without Terra, Monkey Dory is tough. No, I'm not
It just does. It just doesn't do what it needs to.
I mean, it's not terrible when it's like at the start of the gen, it was like insanely expensive. Like I remember
now
seeing
it's
it
alright.
like 15. Now when it's like below 10, it's fine just as like a poison psychic, like poison spreading pivot. It's not
Honestly,
good, but it's not terrible. But
at 9 points, I'd actually consider using it. Anything higher, I'm like, fuck no.
yes.
Monkey
You can
Dory
argue
for
even lower, but at least like when it's that cheap, it's not like not terrible. But
I would say value for points wise, though, I'm still preferring Propass at 3 points with Terra than Monkey Dory at like 9 points without Terra.
Hell no, this is unserious. Oh my god, no.
By the way, this Probopass set is just insane works.
Unsanely degenerate set.
Okay. We can go back
Could
to
a Monkey
normal
Dory do
speed.
this, guys? Guys, could a Monkey Dory... Why did you protect that? Just kill it. Could a Monkey Dory do this, guys? Could a Monkey Dory do this?
What?
I'm also curious why someone brought Pincurchin to the Coco matchup. That's the one time you don't need terrain for Valiant.
It'd be lightning.
Yeah, lightning rods.
Jakoto's Wi-Fi be
It was
balling.
I think I broke Jakota with the Propass is better than Monkey Dory comment. I'm only half trolling as well. That's the worst part. I'm only half trolling here.
I mean, for value, I don't necessarily disagree. Also, this shows why you should use Anchor Shot on Delmise.
Yeah.
Especially into a T-Tar, because T-Tar's not exactly fast.
To be
On the team, I think Durable might be better, but...
Looking at BGC's team as well, BGC doesn't have an answer into this T-Tar, so... Like, his best answer is blowing it up, but... It's not easy to do at this point.
Guys, you gotta remember, Hacks is a win con.
T-Tar finally goes down here. In comes the monkey.
Broadmont can't even get a kill. Can't even get a kill.
Yeah.
T-Tar gets a kill.
Okay, Terra Grunkerfii.
Nice taunt.
Yeah.
I mean, that's honestly worth it. That's a good trade. The taunt there probably helped stop you losing to this, so that's a good trade. Oh, you fucked up.
Oh? Sugarberry?
Oh?
Liquidation? Oh? Pink Urchin?
Oh?
I mean, I don't know if this Grafii can kill Rotom, though.
It's frozen at the moment.
Vacuum Wave. Okay, doesn't matter.
Oh.
Yeah, it's over.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Coco.
frozen, to be fair. The Rotom was still frozen, by the way.
Yeah, but like, if it thawed because of Scald.
It doesn't get scalded.
Oh, yeah, right.
It can't. Rotom doesn't move to thaw, so it would just like relying on like.
If
if
Rotom
it
Wash
does...
got Scald, it'd be an 18-pointer, because it actually has been a reliable water.
It would not be an 18.
It wouldn't
be that high, but it would obviously be big buff, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, creative sets from Nuts to Trap to Gudra, and then make the game a lot easier for them.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, I don't normally respect Probopass, but like, and especially like if depending on like if Hisudra had like Thunderbolt, it could have gone awry really quickly. But you won, so fair enough. Or like you did pull it off.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
pull
so
it
like
off. It just made the game so much easier for them.
As someone who's drafted Propass a couple of times, you bring it to 1 or 2 matchups to trap a specific mon, steel types, and then it works. That's all it's there for. And like honestly, it's a handy like mon, like it's a 3-pointer. It's like a spare mon, but you never bring it up. It's not a reliable mon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whereas Monkey Dory, you're asking for it to be reliable, and that's why I'm like, no. No, it did well here, to be fair.
I mean,
it's 10 points.
Yeah.
No, you're not. No, you're.
You're relying on it to come to 4 or 5 matchups, in my opinion.
Even
I do
And
that.
Pokemon's coming to like 1 per season. Per season.
2.
No.
And it came to 1 here and got more kills. Hang on. Dakota, it got more kills than Monkey Dory in this match.
And what does that
Just
mean?
saying.
I get more kills with like a Rattata in a game versus like a Lando T. What? That doesn't mean it's better. What?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, obviously, Monkey Dory is a better mon, but I don't necessarily agree. But there's a case to be made that Terra Pro Pass is better value.
Yeah.
I agree. That's what I mean. I mean, Monkey Dory is obviously the objectively better mod. I think better value is for 3 points for what it does. Pro Pass is the Monkey Dory.
Because like
feel
in
like-
10 points, like other 10 pointers, you have like Donphan, Crobat,
Yep.
Almamola, Yuxi,
Yep.
Geesing. All those are like significantly better than Monkey Dory.
Hang on, let me
More
list all the
reliable.
list all the 10 pointers that I think are better than Monkey Dory.
It's gonna list
The
all of
entire
them.
list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to just be the entire list. To be honest.
I'm not sure it will go that far, but it's not far from the truth.
Let me look at the list and see if there's any I iterate Monkey Dory better than. I'm not actually looking at the list right now. No. Oh, definitely no. Definitely no. I'd probably rate it higher than Killer Watch or Without Terror. No. Definitely no, because that's my favourite mons. Yeah, it's probably better than Noivern Without Terror. No, definitely not. Pidgeot Mega, because I'm a hater. No.
I love Pidgeot.
No. I think Pidgeot Mega is actually much better. Staraptor, maybe. No, Staraptor's fair. No, honestly, yeah, I'd actually probably rate it above 2 mons, maybe. And one's a joke.
That like
Anyways.
doesn't prove anything. What? Anyways, go to the next game.
On to the next game. We have Baby Dragons Art, aka Taco, versus Fury. So
To be fair, Taco was asking the real questions earlier. Would you... I'm not going to repeat that, Blog.
Do not say
Paywood,
this on do not say this on Clodcast.
Pate Wood, though. Pate Words.
Would you, Jakoto?
What? I didn't hear the statement.
Just
Taco's
look
question
in
earlier.
Starboard and read the question Taco put in there, and then just answer yes or no. Don't read the question out loud, though.
Yeah, please don't read the question out loud. I was trolling. I'm not going to
The
read out
question
loud.
starts with would y'all? Is the question what it starts with.
Starboard? I've never even looked at that. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, this is fun. There's some funny shit in there.
Ooh, pursued. Okay. Extra damage and regality.
That's quite cool tech. That's nice tech. I like that.
That's a crazy question. No, I'm not doing that. Come on, guys. We gotta lock in.
Pate Wood, though.
Lock in as a society. Come on.
Hey, Dakota, wait. Don't you have it on your team?
That doesn't mean I'm trying to. No.
If
Or
none
just
of
like
you know by the way, anyone who doesn't know the context for that, you're probably better off not knowing the context of that.
You're better off not knowing.
Or does it depend on like how good the mon does for your team? Will your answer change if the mon does well for you?
Are you talking about me?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but Meow's been doing incredible for me. I'm not gonna lie. That's not gonna change.
But
So I have to say, like, watching the game, trying to set up with a Mega Garchomp in front of Bronzong is a choice of all time, especially with Scale Shot. Like,
Yeah.
I had to ask question the logic, because even with a Swords Dance up, you probably want to remove this first.
Yeah, especially
like
clicking the scale shot as well was just a I don't think that was a good decision, because for one, you get faster, so Gyro Ball does more damage. Second of all, you lower your defense, so Gyro Ball does even more damage.
And 2, Weevil's still alive.
And third, and even other than that, it could have easily have been Ice Spinner, which the minus defense I assume would have put him in range. So Crunch was always a click there.
As someone who loved Mega Chomp using it, and I got actually killed leader with it in like Saturday, you have to time it right. And this matchup does not look like a matchup where you sweep with it, because there's a lot of stuff stopping it.
I wouldn't honestly hate it if you obviously you'd have to remove Weavile before that. But like, if you like obviously killed the song now and then had it in the back until Weavile so was dead to have it as an option.
Or total shit, if you are doing it, go for break early and then healing wish into it back again. That's the only other way. I think it
just
works.
Give Mega Garchomp Mode Breaker, and he would have been in the right in that situation. X.
True. You haven't finished
I'll
it,
let-
or just continue the game.
Honestly, if you don't take away, honestly, if you get back its 10 speed, it probably is as good as It's probably as good as regular God. No, even then, actually, I think I prefer Chomp with an
What is
item.
this? Just trading Defox for rocks?
This is just Taco saying no. I'm gonna keep rocks up.
Taco
Fuck
can do this
you.
infinitely because he has more stealth rocks than this Volcania has Defox. So
There we go. Finally.
yeah, the rocks are staying up.
That was my favorite. Just like, no, fuck you. I am putting rocks up. I don't care. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me.
Oh no.
Oh, this might be GG.
Oh yeah, it's probably still. Oh, yeah, it's definitely still gonna be faster than like if Scarf Meow.
Yeah.
Definitely faster.
I'm smelling a sucker punch though from Meow. Yep.
Yeah, Meow Sucker Punch is good. Yeah, good
Oh, fair,
switch.
yeah.
Nicely switched there. Because you can still you can probably go for like another kill that later. Especially into
yeah.
Petron, for example.
This Petch
Also, I'm in like
will
a
not survive a Draco.
casual
honestly.
VGC league, and I'm not looking forward with some casual double league with some friends like who I used to originally draft with, and I'm not looking forward to having to face Poison, Gas, Petron.
Yeah.
That sounds like
Oh
age.
yeah.
That was like the Dragon Tail
That's-
actually being not so nice for his Taco, just getting into Volcania so Defog gets up.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
that-
killed
that-
the Volcanion, which like clears the path for Weavile, so I don't think it was all bad.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, it does look like a straight up Weavile win from now on.
Probably need to remove the Petron, in my opinion, because Petron is actually very physically bulky.
I mean, if this
Especially
is a
with
banded
Cobber.
Weavile. Oh,
Even Bandit, I
shit.
think.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
that's a oh fuck.
Assuming Weavile has Ice Shard, it's not an issue. Still.
Yeah, it just means he has to sack one.
Yeah.
Okay, Petch getting back some HP. Parting shot. Into Meow this time. Okay, this could go wrong.
That's a sack. That's a sack. That's definitely a sack.
That's tough because if that was into Terra Blast,
Oh,
there's a
That's a great prediction.
Yeah.
That's a good prediction.
Yeah, I think Floor just wins now with Terra Blast and Moonblast.
unless it gets poison locked. And oh wow, no poison 2 times in a row.
Yeah,
It
it's
wouldn't
over.
shock me. It wouldn't shock me
Oh.
if this is Covert Cloak.
Oh
which
yeah,
would
that
be
would make
very
a lot
good
of sense
tech.
actually. That would make a lot of sense. We haven't seen the item.
I'm pretty sure he said that he was Covert Cloak. So yeah.
Yeah, that gets fair enough.
I can see Taco being good
Just-
enough to bring that.
Yep, and now we've all just. Oh?
Yeah.
I mean, the
Oh.
Petch doesn't
No,
win anyways
Petron
because
is super.
it doesn't
yeah.
have enough recovers to win.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Taco confirmed in the chat he was Covert Cloak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like even if he goes for parting spam here, I don't think it will be enough just because you don't have enough recovers.
Yeah. I don't think he even had enough for that. Oh, fucking hell, that's some damage.
Oh yeah, plus confusion.
Goodbye.
I mean, this enables him to go for a recover, but
It doesn't
yeah,
matter though, because like this just stays in like Terra Blast for a while.
yeah,
And he will
exactly.
run out of recovers. Like there's no reason not to just spam Terra Blast at this point until he wins.
Yep. If this patch had like more recovers, it could maybe stall out the Terra Blast with parting shot as well, but like this way, yeah, not happening.
Yeah.
Damn, nicely played from Taco.
A reigning champion for a reason.
Yeah. Do you wonder how the game would have gone if Fury didn't screw up the Mega Chomp interaction, but at the same time with Weevil there was always the risk of like eye shard.
Yeah, I feel like one problem for Fury as well was getting so much damage on like letting T-Tar get damaged so much early game. Like here, T-Tar just takes so much chip damage early game that it's just like half HP from turns 6 onwards. Which T-Tar would have definitely taken a hit from Weavile if not low kick. If it's not low kick Weavile. But anyway, this brings us to stats of the rest of the game. Clodzyre game. We had Fluvy versus Martin, which Martin finally won a game by sweeping with Sneasler.
This was hilarious. I do love Martin, but also them going, "We are so back" after hacking with Sneasler. It's quite funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of what the mana is.
Yeah, the game was hacked.
Oh yeah, it's what Sister does.
This game was hacked from both sides. To be fair, Fluvy did freeze 2 mons of Martin's. One the Corviknight, 2 the Swampert. And then Martin obviously got some Dire Claw hacks later in the game, which some could argue was worse. Because the one answer Fluvy had for Sneasler was Gligar. And this Gligar got parried like 3 turns in a row and then just died to the Sneasler.
Yeah. Honestly, it's that's a Sneasler moment. It's why I stand by Diaclaw being banned is very viable, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because Diaclaw's the dumbest move ever made by Pokemon.
Yeah. I mean,
and as someone I've won a league with it, so I know how easy it is to abuse.
Yeah, hacks matter definitely from both sides. You could argue back and forth which one mattered more, but Martin won in the end, so that's that. Nut versus BGC we watched. Spike versus Emilia we also watched. We had King Crypto Nade versus Order, and you can see a 5-kill Diancie. Order was not prepared for setup Diancie. Even with, like, the Iron Treads went down a little too early, and then it was just the Diancie show after. So yeah.
Wasn't it Terra as well?
Yeah, it is Terra Diancie.
Yeah, Terra Diancie, I mean, it's fairly easy to deal with if you, like, deal with it immediately, but if you give it room to, like, set it multiple times, it can kind of just win on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we had Star Maiden versus Embiid, where Embiid put on the Kyurem show, showing us why Kyurem is a Furemon in that game.
Honestly, I remember this being closer than it looks on paper, to be fair.
Yeah, it was closer than it looks on paper, but Kyurem did clean this game up for Embiid very nicely.
I remember Caesar's Edge missing this game, and I think that actually had a massive impact down the road because it would have been a lot more chip.
Absolutely fucking.
Oh yeah.
Just the game, yeah. I remember that.
Zard versus Fury watched, and we had Aaron versus Swaggery. You can see 5 kills on a Terra Garganacle.
Honestly,
in Swagger's
this Garg
defense,
got Pit Scarf.
In Swagger's defense, he and Aaron scheduled on Sunday. Aaron then made changes, which were then active on Monday, and Swaggery started prep on Sunday, so they did not keep in mind the Garganacle. So yeah.
Yeah, because that Garganacle did some corny shit at the end, as it always does.
Yeah. And then we had Zeb versus Zeb Clone, aka Arrow. Is that what happened here?
A mixture of I don't know if I'd say hacks, but bad luck and bad play. Like, I definitely deserved to lose the game from the way I played, but I did also get a lot of, like, bad rolls or, like, bad misses my way. Like, I think the game was closer than a 5-0 shows, but at the same time, it was probably a deserved loss. The main issue was, like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's Zapdos, it's a Hurricane, but I missed, like, a very crucial Zapdos into an AV Tangrowth. Like, there was the big one. If I'd killed that, then, like, several of my mons would have been a lot more threatening.
Yeah.
And I also just made some bad changes, because, like, my Zapdos was very important defensively, but I let it get knocked and then get low while rocks went up, so, like, When he came back in, it was like at like 10% or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Sure, that was me.
that's rough, definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Which now brings us to Quagsire game. And the first one is Roy versus Will. Owl.
So honestly, coming into this matchup, I was basically getting ready to make quite a few changes. And one of the changes I was going to be was I was going to be dropping Sard Y and trying to revamp the team and potentially taking him on from Ben, aka Taunty. And right as I'm making the plan for that, Wiener drops Raging Bolt. And I was there like, all right, fine, fuck it, we're bringing Raging Bolt into the team.
Yep.
So that's why I've got a Raging Bolt now.
Yeah, so suddenly Roy has a lot. Roy's team works a lot better because he has a Raging Bolt. And
Literally just because of one on. It's so crazy.
Honestly, it kind of helps there.
yeah,
I predicted them going for rocks. I considered, like, honestly, like leading with something just to kill this straight off whip. I in the end here deciding to go for like I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna break.
You know what's so heartbreaking? If they don't have Thunder Wave, you probably sweep.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I could even sweep here, like if I get this if they don't have Thunderwave. I looked if they had
It ain't so. I literally said in the
they
chat,
have
it
Terra
ain't so.
Steel Sinister, so it would strength sap up, and then
This is probably true, to be fair. But I just saw Dance in its face.
No,
Yeah.
but no, you source dance. Yeah, you outspeed this. It's a bunch of 50
Here
50s because then you take
Here I
matchup
debate. Here I debated switching out, but honestly, I just saw Dance. I don't care about the burn. I just basically stay at the same basic attack here. I don't care. And then here's what it is. Yeah, fortunately, but it's fine. I got the damage I needed to. Like I got a lot of their team weakened down. I didn't have anything faster than this, so I did have to go into this, which fucking hurt. I did consider going to Great Tusk. I'm trying to go for the sweep. Yeah, honestly, it probably was the right play. And honestly, I was probably being too cautious. I'm so glad it did not get Berserk off there, by the way.
Oh my god, I was
by the
literally
way,
thinking the same
you know
thing.
what would
It's
have
I was like, he's so lucky. He's so lucky.
I
if
was
that
so lucky.
special
I was
attack
so
dropped.
lucky there.
Roy, you know
And
what
also,
would have been
especially
even
because of
good?
weakness policy.
Actually, to be fair, it didn't matter because I was outspeeding anyway. If they agility though and more weakness policy, fuck me, I could have been in trouble.
Yeah, Zeb
Really
just mentioned
would,
it,
though.
and I wanted to mention it too. If this clicked agility on that turn and had weakness policy, you just fucked yourself and would have probably lost the game.
Yeah,
on the
that was
spot.
honestly a horrendous play on my part. I should have just hard switched.
Yep.
Yeah, because like
Okay, this is what. Okay,
So I always outspeed, by the way, Malta's Galar, so I'm okay in this spot.
this is what I was talking about
Weatherball.
in the battle thing. So he switches out here, right?
So
He's
pause. I know
literally
for
stacking this. He
yeah,
has to stack
I know
this.
for a fact he's Scarf. I know for a fact now he's Scarf on Rotom
Exactly.
Heat. By
Yeah,
the way,
exactly. What
why
what
not
other
go out to
choice do
Rotom
you
Heat?
have? And just click overheat. Like you have no other choice.
I mean, I
No,
guess he just expected the Volt to kill.
But I'm
Oh no,
not-
he's on
I'm
about
not
this
talking
turn.
about-
No,
I'm
this
not
turn.
talking about
This
This
is
turn.
on this coming turn because they don't go
on
Rotom.
this comment.
They go Mawile.
They go.
I will say.
Why?
I will say this though: if he goes overheat on like Rotom is the play here. By the way, he should go Rotom and Fault Switch. But if he clicks overheat, I let this side no matter what. To be fair, if he goes Rotom, I probably then go Great Tusk and I go for game. Depending on counts.
You're not living 2 in the sun. Are you crazy? What?
I mean, at -2. Rotom has to
Minus
click.
two.
Oh, are you?
Rotom has to click overheat to kill this. Then it's at -2.
Calc.
But honestly, what I do,
Oh, I mean, yeah. If he's,
I would calc if I lived 2.
hard switching in. If you said you're hard switching,
Yeah, go fuck no. Or I calc how much it does, and if it does too much, I actually go. After the overheat, I go Alamola and I flip turn. Sorry, I bat and pass. Apologies, because I wasn't flip turn this week because they had a Vaporeon, so I went for bat and pass instead.
Makes sense though.
Yeah.
But here, as soon as they go to this, it's 50-50. I'm clicking Roost all day long. I'm just clicking Roost.
Yeah,
I just click Roost all day
in
long.
your mind, you sacked the
You have
you
to-
already sacked this mon, so you lose nothing by clicking Roost.
You
Yeah.
absolutely shut up. And by the way, on these 50-50s, that was rough.
Curious, why didn't you Weather Ball on that turn?
Yeah.
You still had setup.
Honestly, you're right. You're right. I should have wellboard. I don't think I played this game perfectly, by the way. I do agree with that. That was a mistake. There, I was just sacking it, to be fair. Here, I didn't want to let him set up, so I was just like, right, go on and attack me. Here, I toxic.
Oh,
Yeah, if I miss, I
that-
might. If I miss, I might lose. This doesn't trigger Berserk, by the way. Alamola's a goat.
weak ass Mon. Like, damn. Also, Berserk not triggering on that is so stupid.
Going for agility there confused me, but I was just like, kind of like, okay. At this point, I just sack Aloe. I don't care. Aloe could just die. Aloe's not really useful at this point. It's done its job. Aloe was here for Mammo Swipe, by the way, which I was stunned did not come.
Hold on. How much does this do?
Oh, this is living.
67? Okay, so in the sun, it's one. It
Minus
kills it.
two. Minus two. Minus two, by the way.
I know. I'm pretty sure it
So
kills
it wouldn't
it's
do
like,
less,
It's a
slightly
roll.
less
It's
than
a
that.
roll to kill, and then it does 50, 70. Oh yeah, no. It's not enough. Never mind.
Honestly, though, to be fair, I would have probably counted it, realised it's probably doing too much damage for my liking, and just got Alamola and baton passed onto basically into whatever they switched into because I knew they was choice.
No. Yeah.
So I always
major-
gain momentum.
Wait, no.
I
But then
think
you
you
would've been
played
weak
fine.
to
Not the best. Like if it
Yeah.
was weakness policy on
Yeah, I lost.
the like that was like a kind of joke, but like it was fine. The one thing I'm like weird about, I don't understand why they just sacked their full health Sinister.
That
Like,
was wild
obviously,
to me as well.
At that point, they're already like a bit far behind. I feel like assuming it was like a setup one, that was their main win con.
What else did they sack?
They were Terror Steel as well, so they get nuked by basically
No,
Weather
wait,
Ball no matter what.
No, it lost to Tusk and the moment it tears it.
Not if you Terra, like that's why you'd have to see the Terra, and then it's like a 50-50 for the Tusk.
But
Yeah,
then the
Tusk
Zard
is
just
50-50.
The Zard just kills it though.
Oh, Sard cooks it. That's why you can't. You have to remove Sard, but if you get rid of Sard, it can set up potentially.
Something was
Yes,
gonna die
that's
that.
what I mean. Like
Something was gonna
you
die
Volt, then I assume you probably would have to just sack either Bring a Mawile or I guess Moltres at that point, and then just go all in on the Sinister.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
especially since you stay in on the Rotom Heat, which showed you're happy to sack your Xard.
Yeah, and
But,
like the smartest thing was if the Sinistra was set up, it was to keep it alive. Like the Moltres wasn't gonna sweep at 50%. At least in my opinion, it wasn't gonna sweep anymore.
No, but it wasn't at 50% at the time. It was at 50.
It was a
54%.
or 54.
54,
Yeah.
but yeah, same difference.
No, but didn't it take a hit first and then it switched out and then?
Yeah, it doesn't get
wasn't
recovery.
53 at that- it wasn't at 53 the turn that he sacked Sinistra. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, it was.
No, it was. It was a 54. It was a 54 because I went. The reason I went Sard White is I knew Sard White always outsped if they were not +2, and I nuke it to death.
Like we can go back to the turn here. It was at 54 when Zard came in. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
was that turn to me was always like pick your sack. I'm nuking something. Pick your sack.
Yeah, no, yeah, never mind.
Because I will say also at the time I didn't know Rotom Heat was Scarf because they clicked Will-O-Wisp. So good play on their part. That caught me off guard when they actually clicked Halt Switch. But that because that point I didn't know.
Were you adamant on?
45 is so.
No, I'm on Mimikyu. No, I think I might have been. I'd have to double check. Let me check.
You should have known it was adamant, didn't because it was Scarf. I mean, for Mimikyu.
Let me double check. I might have been also. I might have gone Amex. I didn't care. Oh no, I should have worked out Scarf straight away. To be honest, okay, it was Jolly. Yeah, I should have worked out. I'm glad I didn't because I would have actually played differently with the Sards. So it probably worked out.
Yeah. Either way, though, there's no telling that Sinistra might have just lost either way.
Yeah, it's
to be fair. Actually, no. I feel like I would have probably won soon. I would have maybe won sooner, potentially. I don't know. It depends. Depends if I can. Depends how much damage. No, because if I would have probably gone Great Tusk, hit a bulk up, they go Sinistra. I then have the 50-50, and I might get the 50-50 wrong, and I lose my Great Tusk, and I probably lose. So it probably worked out that I fucked up.
Who cares? You won.
I don't know. Who cares? Yeah, I won. I just need to play better in future weeks, but I won a game, so it's a start.
Yeah.
Well, I do also want to say that, like, normally I kind of hate Yard Sun teams Tusk and Bolt are the perfect mons for like to pair with Yard. Obviously, Tusk is like a match made in heaven with like the spin for Yard, and like it likes the Sun Boost, but it doesn't need like a photosynthesis boost. And it's the same with Bolt. Like you like having the Sun Boost, but you don't need it to function. It's just like a nice bonus more than anything else.
When Dakota came up with the idea, originally it was like Walking Wake, and I was like, no, because it needs the sun to be good. But and then he suggested Bolt, I was like, oh, actually, Bolt's actually fucking go-to with this.
Yes,
This combo
like,
works.
Oh yeah, like Wake plus Yard in draft is probably one of my most despised pairings because I see it way too often.
Oh, by the way, I also dropped a bunch. I dropped basically all of my super low tiers like Brute Bonnet, Sober Galar, Porygon, Spidops, etc. And I've now got a Zelf Hatterin with Terror, and I've also got Dunsparce in case I ever bring him out, which I don't think I will, but we'll see.
I think that Torkoal is better with Walking Awake, and Raging Bull's better with Charizard Y.
Sure. I was also considering after Jaco's idea a Trick Room Sun team, which actually looks fun. I might do again properly at one point because it actually sounds fun.
Let's allow Ben to move on because I know he's probably tired from work. So let's go on to the next game.
Dude, I'm fine. All good.
Okay, I just want to. Okay, just make sure. Hey, okay. I want to preface something. Anything I say is not because I'm being a sore loser. It's just reflection on my dumbass plays. Blue played good. He's on top for a reason. That's all I have to say. Yeah.
Fuck, they're good. I've got to play them this week.
No, Blue is good. Yeah, I mean,
Blue is like Blue probably could have been like serviceable in top div.
Guys, okay. Well, I'm going to be 1-3, so I need to beat someone in week 5. Okay.
God, that Silver Master skin is Avatar is so fire. Anyways, you can start it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Discourse.
Also, by the way, Jaco, I did warn you that Charge Bug might be a thing. I just want to say that. That's Scarf too, by the way.
He's also Scarf, yeah. And this is when I realized I was like, oh, this bitch. And then
I also feel very happy being calling that they might actually bring Charge Bug to this matchup. So I'm very
I have Rotom Wash and Sylveon specifically for Calm Mind Terapagos because I can't stop it.
Honestly, I was shocked that they actually went so early.
The Toxic. This was
imagine he was Lumberry here.
Oh yeah, I was cooked. I'm not gonna lie. I might have.
Game's over.
And then, well, no, it wasn't.
I'm shocked he went for this.
No,
I'm shocked he went for this so early. This reminds me of how I went for Mimikyu super early, much earlier than planned, because it actually works quite well early. But I was stunned when I saw he'd just pop it off.
Even though they're Lum, they switched. I have Mystical Fire, so I was like, okay, whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like,
hilarious how well Charger Bucks takes that.
Yeah.
No,
Charger Bug is okay.
I'm assuming the Sylveon is not special attack invested.
No.
Oh yeah,
it's still
bulky. It's bulky. That's bulky, and the Sylveon is not offensive, but still, compared to the other Webbers, I think Charger Bug is by far the best of the usual 1-pointers because it actually does stuff besides Web.
I'm down right now, but I feel like I'm in a really good position. Even though I'm down, I feel like I still have momentum.
I think you do. I agree with Seb. To be fair, Charge Bug is bulky as hell. It's actually quite fun.
No,
I've used it a couple of times.
He sacks Arena here, whatever. He goes Urshifu. Okay, wait, can you pause real quick? Actually, not yet. Just keep going. We'll pause when Meow comes back in. So Lando was just basically a Rocky helmet bitch this game for this Urshifu. Okay, now pause. Okay, I brought Play Rough on Meowscarada because I misread low kick as low sweep, and that low kick cost me the game as well, outside of my bad plays. But anyways, you can continue.
Yeah.
Click Play Rough here. Barbecue chicken kill. The Dunsparce. I don't care. I go Sylveon. Now Sylveon is just here to just, I guess, chip out, do as much chip as possible. I'm just like, whatever.
It's a live game.
What did I push? Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember Taunt is an annoying Phoenix set.
Yeah.
Okay, here's where I threw the game, guys.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why.
Look,
Okay,
can I take
here's
this
what-
one, please? There was
okay.
the opportunity to win the game from the spot for Jakoto here, because like from this perspective here, okay, Scizor and Charger Bug both come in, okay. Like the Charger Bug obviously cannot do anything to the Scizor. And when Jakoto clicked knockoff, I was like, oh, okay, so he's not Sword Stance. This motherfucker was Sword Stance. I just didn't click it.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of on me because I had an ego. I was like, no way it lives a knockoff. Surely not. Hey, that bitch. I
Can't
was like,
count
oh
that.
damn.
You've got to count. Charger Bug lives a lot of stuff you don't expect.
Like-
I'm telling you now.
Like
Here's the thing,
Charger Bug, especially like for like Route 1 Bug, it has a very high BST. Like I think it has higher
No, Charger Bug
BST than most other like Round 1 bugs. Like it has higher BST than like Butterfree, Ariados, Ledian.
No, it's
Probably even
I know it was super tanky,
context.
but I was just like not in the mood to
Hmm.
calc because I was like vibing to my music. I was like, this shit kills. I was like, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
But that's not even the worst play. That's not even the worst play. This is when
No.
I was like, wait, I'm not paying attention to this game at all. You can keep playing because this is
For
not even the
context,
worst thing.
it's got 95 defense and 57 HP with EVO. Like that is a fucking
Yeah,
tanky boy.
Here's where I
Yeah.
really threw. I was so scared of Rapid Spin. I was like, I'm just gonna click knockoff. I should just click Bullet Punch regardless. Actually, no. Actually, I don't regret that. I actually don't regret that play because if he's Rapid Spin, he just
Yeah.
missed.
Yeah,
He
I
has to
actually don't hate it. I'd rather
Yeah,
you bullet
so-
punch there personally, but
I
I
mean-
don't hate losing them on there.
I mean, if he clicks
Wait.
Rapid Spin here, you get 2 bullet punches off, which would probably do more than the knockoff.
No. But if he Rapid Spins, I knock off. Knockoff does more damage to Bullet Punch the first time, and then I do Bullet Punch after. And then he also doesn't get
Yeah.
the recovery from leftovers.
I mean,
Yeah, I get it.
Like,
but
I think
I get
That's
what
actually
we're
not even-
going
I
for
just-
here, but double bullet
I just
punch
rethought
was
it.
probably the generally more neutral play.
Yeah, that's the most neutral play. But even then, I was just like, I don't know. I just kind of threw the game. It is what it is. Like I said, like he played good.
We've all done.
but
We've all done it. We've all done it. To be fair, dude.
Yeah. So
Yeah, like a bullet punch would have definitely helped because this thing is toxic already. And now we get into this end game with this thingy.
oh yeah, I made. Wait, did I make the? Oh no, it wasn't here. Oh, this is when I was like, you know what, Sylveon, you've done your job. You're gonna spam Mystical Fire from here on out like a bitch. And yep, that's what I did. I can't lie. Then it's dead. It's like, you know what, you served your purpose. Why did I go here? Meow.
Scarf Meow, yeah, to Flower Trick and kill.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's different.
I didn't even want to run cows. That's like my issue. I just didn't want to. I should have just gone. I think Iron Bundle, but I made the read here, so I was like, you know what, whatever. It is what it is. I encore it. I don't miss Hydro Pumps. I can't lie. So I'm just like spamming Hydro Pumps like, damn, he's Spadef, whatever. Here's where I like misplay. I should have just kept attacking. But
Yep.
then I went for the encore. I was also like, you know what? There's no way it lives. And then it lived. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
No.
and it also shows why you should have bullet punched for guaranteed damage.
Yeah, and this
Yeah,
Meow
no,
has
yeah,
nothing
exactly.
to hit
That's why.
this very hard, except for like the knock, but that only does like the 44 on one turn.
Now, if I had low kick, this game would have been really over a long time ago. But I sold. Here's what it is. But I'm not mad because like I played like ass and I managed to make it a 1-0 loss. So like, you know, it is what it is. I'm like happy with it, even with the misplays. Now you know it was this time of the season. Now I put on the freeze eye timer, so I have to think during my turns. And now we're cruising from here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, so what's actually happened is what's actually happened here is Jakoto and Terabyte have swapped curses. So now Jakota's going to go 2 and 7, and Terabyte's going to go 7 and 2.
I'm not going 2 and 7. I'm not gonna lie with it. With this team is borderline impossible. But
Anything's possible.
shout out Bloop. They played incredible. Like given the positions they were put in. Yeah.
Yep.
Top
Yeah, what
64.
fuckers? What awful players got to play them next week?
Should be a free win for Bloop.
I feel like
Honestly,
this was game of the week though. I think
this was a fun game.
because I don't think any of them really made misplays. So-
Also, total shoot because I'm a moron. I accidentally put the kills for this on the wrong week.
Yep.
Luckily, I realized when Haunt changed their team, and I was there like, oh no, shit, I need to change this.
So we have Haunt versus Siri. Also, Siri not being scared of Fire Punch here. Goes for the knock. Rocks come out. Which rocks into his team is generally good, so. We have the Tentacruel as the Greninja answer. Here comes
wait.
Roy.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different Cry game, Siri game that they played. Oops, my bad.
Is this the one where Cry forgot to bring Region, or was that his week 2 game? Because that also happened this week.
It was his week 2 game, so it wasn't this one. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was not this one.
This was a good game regardless. Holy shit, it lived. God,
Yep.
what a fraud, Mon.
It's a max defenses or with Rocky Helmet, so it should live at least one.
I'm pretty sure someone says pulling out the Jake Kodo tech. Even though, but I.
Here, the Gachon
guess
gets the
it's
higher,
proof,
also Scissor finally goes down. Now we get the Baxcalibur in.
Excalibur in. Damn, hit all 5 of them bitches.
I mean, I assume it's good shot.
Yeah, no sucker
Hey!
here.
It feels like that
No
crit
sucker.
matter because Gambit is very fat.
No way. Bax though is hold on. Not running the calc. Excalibur is crazy. Hold on.
It depends on the investment, for sure.
What
But
what HP was King Gambit on?
It was on 70.
like 70.
So
70?
it does matter if the King Gambit had
Holy.
bulk.
Oh my
If the
gosh.
King Gambit did have bulk, it
He's-
matters. If it didn't, it didn't.
No, if
It
it
depends on-
didn't
it
have
depends on
bulk, it
how
would
much
be a
bulk.
roll. Like even if worst case,
Oh.
like the Gambit was
yeah,
like
no, it
max
wouldn't.
speed, it would have been a roll.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
would have been a roll. Yeah. Wow. Shout out Gambit. What a tanky mon. What a glow up.
Yeah, like it has 100 to 120. That's insane physical bulk.
People underestimate
thought it
how
was-
good King Gambit can take a hit. Like, even like Spadef was, it has 85 Spadef, and it has 100 HP, so it's even taking Spadef hits.
No, it wasn't even really that. It was more so like gassing up Excalibur. But
I mean, yeah, Bax's attack stat is insane, 145. And here is a crucial moment. The Scarf Zoroark misses the Poltergeist, which enables Bax to get
Another
another
crit.
kill.
Was that 3 crits in a row? Damn. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I think the crits on the Icicle Spirit did not matter because,
Obviously
Jeez,
not. but,
obviously
yeah.
dies.
How many crits was that?
That's 5 crits in a row between the two of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jesus.
5 crit turns.
Back comes Bax.
Another crit. Because why not?
This time going for the Dragon Dance. And clicking Earthquake. Like, this Bax did so much work on this team where...
That crit did not matter. We can say that for at least.
That one's 100% didn't matter.
Yeah. Lopunny finally kills the Bax. The Bax did its job though. It put the holes in the team
Ice Beam is crazy. Oh my god, Ice Beam is so crazy.
Yeah.
Cause that close combat was so scary. I mean, I guess he's reading the Togekiss.
Yeah. And now in comes the Crook. Kills the Togekiss. And now it's like gonna trade off Earthquake to Toxic and now Earthquake to Protect. This is like this very interesting Garchomp set.
Huh, yeah, I don't think I've seen like
The
that
Togekiss
exact
is dead,
before.
right? Togekiss is dead. It's just glitched out.
Yeah, it's
right?
just glitched out. Because of Zoroark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now our Harkonine is in a position to just click this.
Do what it does. Yeah.
Yep.
What's his other Terra Captain? Did he use Terra on anything else?
He has Terra Hark, Terra Bramble Ghast, I think, and Terra Pikachu.
Oh, okay. So 2 other randoms. All right. Yep. Shout out Hark, doing what Hark does.
Yeah, Bags did pull most of the weight in this game, though, like opening up the holes for just Hark and Gren to clean up, which
Yeah,
was just
yeah,
amazing.
100%. Now, I don't know if they were sub or not, but nah, probably not, because it was 3 attack and then DD. Yeah, but if they ran the ice body into chilly reception into ice body sub leftover set, it
Could
would
have
have
been
really
nice here,
scared
yeah.
me. Anyways,
Yeah. Obviously this game came down to a little bit of luck because the Poltergeist miss on the Zorak against Bax really hurt Haunt, and that was probably the game decider in the end.
And also the crit
But
on Gambit.
Yeah, the crit on Gambit also.
yeah, kind of remember too.
I mean,
'Cause they had a lot
it
of
could have been
damage.
a roll. It could have died anyway. But it's a Gambit. It usually has a pretty good amount of bulk.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah,
Like you're rarely
yeah,
seeing max
it probably
speed.
will.
You're rarely seeing max speed Gambits.
You only see max speed on ladder just because of there's another gambit. That's literally like the main reason why people are on max
Yeah.
speed. So.
Yep. Which brings us to the other games of Quack's.
Oh, okay.
I made some mistakes against Blue. I did not Terra my Magnezone into Fairy type when I had everything prepared to trap the Skarmory. And Skarmory just body pressed Magnezone and killed it. And from there on out, I didn't have anything that kills Skarmory easily because I did not have Flamethrower on Hydreigon or Fire Move on Colossal. So, yeah.
Oh, we should have put Skarm up for whatever. We'll talk about it when we get there.
Skarm is a Mons of the Week. Don't worry.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
I know when Amon beat my ass, and it definitely did because I made a stupid mistake by never terroring.
It only got 3 kills, but it felt
It
like
does
he got
happen.
5.
It honestly
like
basically effectively whipped into his team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not only that it got 3 kills, it also like put on such a good defensive effort because because I did the mistake on the zone.
Yeah, it was walling everything, and then it was, and then that's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Then Roy versus Will we watched. Skitty versus Harry was pretty interesting. It wasn't just a setup fest. It was Harry setting up, Skitty setting up, Harry setting up, Skitty setting up, and then Skitty won in the end with the Mega Late.
Did he bring Ice Fang instead of Terra Blast? I probably would, because he Terra'd Ice, and then he just clicked Ice Fang. But he also Terra Iced in front of
Oh yeah, I remember this. They were
Body
saying it
Press
didn't
Block.
matter at all. And I'm like, we were both like, no, it did matter. He'd at least got 1 more kill, probably 2 actually, because he doesn't get a defog off if it hits. I do think Zygarde does kill with Choice Band Extreme Speed, so they're right on that bit.
Is Zygarde 10% their Terra Captain?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's Terra normal Choice Band,
We can double check.
then it
definitely does.
kills.
I feel like it definitely gets. I think it definitely gets a
Go
kill.
ahead and
No, they only
I
have
I
kill
mean,
for Terra.
no, then it
Oh.
was a roll. It was a like low roll to kill, like a very low.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the
Correct.
Gyarados was at 60%, and
No, it was way lower than that. It was way lower than that.
No,
It was on like it was actually quite a bit. It was on 33%.
Anyway,
I
you
think
can
it
keep going
does
through the games. I'm gonna find the replay real quick.
Double check. I feel like it was on 33 or 30-ish%. I'll put the roll in chat a second.
Anyways, next game was Smaller versus Terabyte, which was the first game where Terabyte actually seemed like in control. And hopefully,
broken, guys.
Hopefully he continues this streak because he needs it.
Comeback season, no Wooper for you, gang. No.
Then we had Hamburger versus Rena, and let's just say Hamburger is not the luckiest person.
I honestly forgot what happened in this game.
Hamburger very early in the game had a +2 Dark Ray with a nasty plot up, and it would have lifted Triple Axel from Weavile if not for the crit on the last hit of Triple Axel. And that allowed Weavile to
last
live.
one? Oh no.
Then Weavile put on more pressure, and Hamburger obviously lost a lot of pressure by losing the Darkrai, and then also Stack Attacker got first turn burned by the Scald of Empoleon, so yeah. Very unfortunate chain of events for Hamburger in that game. We had Jayfuka versus Bribon, which was a little bit of Dire Claw hacks in that game, as Roy has mentioned. But it definitely felt like Brebon was in control for most of this game anyway, so it could have went both ways, but Brebon seemed more in control. Hom versus Cry we watched, and Jakarta versus Blue we also watched. Yeah.
Shout out Blue. W Terapagos. He's really good at Terapagos.
Yeah, he really knows how to use that, Mom.
Yeah, he's been.
Are we saving the pay game for last? 'Cause I think we should save the pay game for last.
Sure.
Move it over.
Yeah,
I-
100% for last. We got so much to say about that.
Now, before I start this game, which is Shazam versus Terminal, there was a mistake from the mod side for this game. Shazam very early into week 3 made traits which should have been active week 4, or I think so, yeah. And
That's right.
a mod put in the changes already before the Shazam Terminal game was played, and Terminal prepped for the new team, which obviously gives Terminal a huge disadvantage in this game.
Hashtag blame Ben.
Yeah, just blame me.
I don't know
Sure.
if it actually was
Yeah, we'll
you.
blame Ben. This is why I do put on a notepad, like at the start of the week when someone does trades, do the trades after their game, just for this reason, because I learned from experience it is a bit unfair to do it early.
Yeah, I mean, I do it. I always check if they've played their game or not. Usually, I just wait until like weekend. But if they haven't already played, then I'm happy to do it earlier. Like as long as they have played their game for the week.
Yeah.
Man, let's just blame the rookie mod and call it a day.
A mistake happened. It is what it is. Like
it was one of our rookie mods. Whoever it is, you can guess yourself.
No,
I mean
they are also
blame Ben.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Just hashtag blame Ben. Honestly, just blame me.
Yeah, it's fine. Mistakes happen. We spoke to someone in question. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not actually. It's not.
The entirety of the blame goes to Ben.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Ben's fault. Always blame Ben.
Yes.
Obviously, there was trolling there. Like, everyone makes a mistake. I think I made a mistake during draft. That's probably worse to deal with than a game. Well.
What was the mistake during draft? I forgot this.
Ben, that's the end of it.
I was awake like when like no other mod was awake, and I was like taking care of all 3 divs, and then I think someone left the pick, but I misread their name as Not Gonna Lie, but it was NGNL.
Yep.
So I just thought they were talking about like.
Yeah, where Gamer
So,
got
like,
screwed
my
because
fault,
Gamer picked Terapagos, but NGNL did leave a pick with Terapagos before Gamer picked it, and Jakarta just never put the NGNL pick in, so
didn't see it,
yeah, so Gamer sadly lost to
like,
Terapagos because NGNL did leave a pick, so it was not on him, it was on the mods.
Yeah, it was on me. Yeah.
So basically, to be fair, I did tell Nero last season they were locked for playoffs, not realizing that there was actually like a very niche scenario where Ordinary could take their playoff slot, and then somehow the fucker wins 6-0.
Yep.
Yeah,
and now,
but either way, blame Ben.
Just, yeah,
Ben, man.
Of course.
Now the claim
God, I love
comes
Combo
out.
so much.
That's fucking. That is all.
This Combo
No
looks very
salts it though,
scary
because
right
that's
now.
best play there. Yeah, good. That's good. That's good switch.
What is it?
Good switches from Terminal here.
Yeah, he's actually honestly played this quite well.
Yeah.
And now it's Kamo's dead.
Yeah, very well played.
In comes
I need to draft
now.
Como next season.
You need to draft for Alligator, you fraud.
No, I am drafting it next season. Trust me, drafting it round 1. I'm not even. I'm not
like picking up your.
No, it's not the same thing, Zeb. No, it's not the same thing, Zeb. No, it's not. No, it's not. Zeb is like 1 point. How much does Zeb strike us?
I think it's 2 points, or did we put a 3?
It's 2 or 3. It probably is.
I will not go.
I think it's maybe 2 with a Terra for 3.
I will be very. I will be very honest. To be fair, I have drafted Seb Striker more times than I drafted my actual mascot, which I do love as a mon, but I've never drafted Beware.
But
By the way,
you have to understand
can we really quickly talk about the game and that the Terra bug was actually a very nice bring from Shazam here.
That was fantastic prep on his part.
Mm.
Yeah, it's rare you see Terrabug actually work, but when it does, it's very fun to see.
It's just because it's
No,
like a
bring
what is
Ironhead.
it?
I like the
Fast
Ironhead
defense
ring.
typing, and it works into the
Ironhead's a good
Hydrapple.
ring.
Man, I really want Hydrapple too. God, there's so many mons I need to draft next season.
Hydroid was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and
Yeah, Hydrapple's
I
good.
used it a few weeks. I used it for a few weeks, that random, randomized thing we had, and it was a lot of fun to bring different terror types on that. I ain't gonna lie.
Very good win out of
Yeah.
Hope Drunk. I don't know who that is though.
Shazam.
Credit to Terminal as well for getting a 1-0 loss there out of a game where they were at a massive disadvantage as well.
Yeah,
Wait, who is it, Ben?
Shazam.
Oh, Shazam. Okay.
Yeah, props to Terminal here for playing very good considering they prepped for the wrong team, which was again on us. We are sorry, but they still
No,
had a chance to 1-0.
on Ben.
It was on me, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shazam wins though,
Yeah,
and
who's actually I forget who is actually like the quote unquote mods of Wooper.
the mods of
Me,
Wooper are
Peyton, Rose.
Jakoto, Pate, and Rose currently.
Honestly, blame our owner. Why was he not on top of it? Nah, blame the owner.
I mean Ben is
Oh, wait,
also an
Ben-
owner.
Guys, we
Oh,
bully Pate enough.
man.
We don't. We're going to be bullying Pate enough in this video. I don't think we need to bully him for this. Let's be
Yes.
fair.
This was on Ben.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
blame it on
let's
me.
not.
I am
We're
also
going to be.
the owner,
We're
so
going to be bullying Peyton. We're going to be bullying Peyton in about 5 minutes. Don't worry.
Ben is
'Cause, oh
literally
my god, we have
Atlas.
bullying to do.
Ben is Atlas, just holding the world of blame on his shoulders. It's tough. Oh well.
I mean, I'm fine with carrying some of the fucking blame. Anyways, let's get into Gamer Now Found vs Icarus Storm, which was a very long game in real time.
I think that might be the first time I've ever seen Relicanth like in a draft game.
Yeah, what do you mean? It's come every week.
I don't pay attention to that much outside of Clodsire.
I mean, he has a
That's
bet
valid.
going on, which
I know that, fair enough. Yeah.
which I did not
Impossible
make
bet.
him get the Relicanth bet. The bet originally was for him to get Veluza. Like, get 8 kills or 9 kills with Veluza, which seems plausible. Like, if in the right position, Veluza can sweep a team. This guy just said, okay, let's. Can I do Relicanth instead of Veluza? And I was like, okay, sure.
Throw the bet, I guess.
Yeah, he now wants to get 10 kills with Relicanth. Relicanth has so far, I think, 0.
How many weeks do we have left after this? 6?
Yeah,
6
that was
weeks.
some unfortunate like sleep talk holds, but it is
Ah.
funny just how little the Wash did
Oh, yeah.
to Tinglu.
Oh. Let it cook. Bang! 49.
It can't even get. It doesn't even get a free. It's not. It's probably a roll for a
Ah,
2-hit
he was not the
KO.
substitute. No, it doesn't matter though because of the.
Machagasha missed
That
it.
dodge
But
probably didn't matter too much.
It's quad resisted. It probably did not.
Yeah, it's hard. That mattered at all.
That's dads. That's uber
Hey!
dads.
Yeah, I remember when Salazo came out and I had a male one. I was trying to evolve it for so long and I was so confused. I was like, why is this thing not evolving? When I was a young.
Honestly, Salazo. I only used Salazo a bit more Pico Malice. I had decent. It was one of the few ones I did well with. Offensive Salazo is kind of underrated.
I agree.
No,
Offensive is underrated.
defensive
It is more
Palazzo.
known for the
Offense-
obvious toxic stall, but offensive, I feel like it's still very good.
Yeah, it varies a lot in matchup because it can get kind of hard walled at times. Like especially if it's steroid, get hard walled by like old rock types.
Yeah.
Like, not to actually be a hater, but honestly, I feel like it does Monkey Dory's job as a special attacker better. Ironically, if anything, Monkey Dory is better if you want to pivot.
Yeah.
And more defensive.
I can see that. Yeah.
Monkey Dory is a pivot mon. Yeah, that's kind of what you have to do.
Like that's one of the few things Monkey Door actually does well. Is being a
It has
pivot.
parting shot and U-turn, and then it has frisk or toxic chain. So depending on what you need, it's like intel or like poison.
By the way, Gamer also put on timer at some points because Icarus was taking very long for his turns.
Compared to like Prime Emilio or Prime Juby, how bad was it?
Some turns took 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was
okay.
kind of insane. It was
That
kind
was
of
not-
nuts how long it was taking.
Yeah, that
Also,
shit would have
maybe a
been
bit
10
late
on
to
video.
note, but when you have a Serena in a Talonflame matchup, praise just bring all the brake pads if you're planning to like click U-turn with it.
Yep.
Obviously,
Like I don't.
makes
It might
sense.
have been like Scarf or another item, which means you can run it. But in a Talonflame matchup, it's just so much better just to be pads.
Also, kind of insane
Shout out
Latias lift that Spirit
Latias.
Break without an issue.
I mean, yeah,
I mean, it's
Spirit Break is
Latias.
really
Whoa.
weak.
Yeah, it's a
It's
weak
one of the
move.
things
Oh,
that makes like Valiant not totally broken because like
yeah,
each
Valiant
counter
got
line
play
Spirit
rough.
Break can be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it got play rough instead of Spirit Break.
Damn, that crit? Pelican?
Got
It's
a
a reason I feel
kill!
like
Oh my god.
I feel like most Valiant sets are either like fully special or mixed with like Moonblast CC. And if you see a physical one, it's more often than not like SDCC knock and then more coverage
Yeah.
instead of Spear Break.
Back in
Yeah.
comes the Latios now, though. Getting a recover off again. So it is in a good
This
position
Latios
again now.
putting out work. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this time just clicking the missed ball, not falling for like the taunt on the Calm Mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for the shenanigans. Oh, I would have clicked Roots there, like small thing, because you know he's gonna kill himself or get a drop.
That
It was taunted.
Yeah, this turn seemed like a little bit of a misplay. First of all, you didn't Terra Steel immediately.
Yeah.
Second of all, you pressed
Yeah,
Calm Mind instead of just like going for the recover move like Strength Sap first. So yeah, that is on Icarus here. And this just enables like the rest of the game to like slowly whittle down because this Rotom is toxic and Glamora is low and does not outspeed the Latias, so
And also, it should have tried to go Rotom first to Toxic, then try to set up with the
Sinistra, yeah.
yeah. Because as you saw, like Rotom easily lives the hits initially.
Yep.
So like, and with a lot of poison, you all like, Sinistra always wins the 1v1.
Here, Scarf
Shut
is
up,
revealed
Glamora.
on Glamora, but Salazzle just cleans up the last kill, so.
He should have
Yeah.
just tried for the Relicanth kill.
Yeah.
Wait, he could have got one, no? Surely the Relicanth lives a sludge
29?
wave. Oh no.
Oh,
29%.
I mean, you don't
Fine.
try either anyway. Like, you don't care about one diff.
Relicanth. Yeah, hold on. Relicanth and then what was it? Glamora?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it still
Offensive.
dies at 29%.
Oh god
Hey.
damn, this mon sucks. Wow. It
Yeah,
dies?
Relicanth is a cell.
Guys,
Like,
even it does max HP too. Good lord. Come
Like,
on.
a lot of like early gen, especially like Gen 1 and 3 mons are like just have sad stat lines.
I don't.
Yeah,
And
some of
also
them are
there,
just.
I don't even
there,
want to
there are a lot
get
of like sad Gen 2 mons as well, but most of those have gotten like evolutions by this point.
Yeah, I don't even want to
In
get
early
into
gens,
the
they
big
just like
problem with Gen 3 and 60% of the decks being mixed Pokemon.
And not
Yeah.
even like fast or bulky. A lot of them are both slow and frail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
it's such a bizarre combination.
Like,
But either way,
No,
let's
I'm not even-
move on to the final
It's
game.
not. Thing is, it's not even Trick Room slow. Either. They're like slow, but not even Trick Room slow. And it's like, what the fuck?
yeah.
Oh
And they're
dear
also
god, this
long enough. Like,
if Terabyte was here, this would be his worst played game of the week. Because oh my fucking god, this is a
Oh, yeah.
mess.
The quoting the
Oh.
Terabyte segment, worst played game of the week of all time. Pig versus
I've
Brownie.
moved downstairs in case I start shouting, not to wake the rest of my household up. Because oh my fucking god.
This game is something.
so
Yeah.
clunky.
This game, by the way, had a bet between the two players as well. Whoever
Oh,
loses
really?
has to put on a profile picture of the winner's choosing.
Eight didn't. Oh, so the
Did he-
loser did not follow through.
Loser did not follow through. Yeah, yeah. What is that?
So SmackDown is good tech on something like Blood Moon. It's not really good tech on Landorus. And also, you kind of
Because
have
they
to
just
cool the switch into
glitch out.
Skarmory. Yeah, you have to kind of cool the switch, and then you can then click the Earth Power for free, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
But shit,
yeah.
like-
Yep.
I think SmackDown initially on paper it's fine. Like it's a good bring, but it's not great when like the opponent has multiple other Earthquake switch-ins.
Yep.
Yeah, they only like when I put against Cry like the other season when I had Blood Moon, they had no Earthquake. They had one ground resist, and that was an immunity that was weak to Earth Power if it was based on the ground. That's when I bought SmackDown because then they had no other switches, so I could just remove it quickly.
Also, SMH, why didn't you bring Scald Quackable for the freeze? I don't even know if it gets
Yeah.
it, but like
Yeah.
No,
you're
it doesn't. It
okay.
doesn't. I don't think.
The Quack is obviously frozen
check.
here, which makes the game a little more difficult for Rose.
It doesn't get scald. Never mind. You're not cooking. Damn.
never mind.
Rose is just trying to thaw this Pokemon.
Honestly, not gonna lie, he could have clicked Terra Fairy here and secured the kill.
Yeah,
I get
they
why
didn't.
I do get why he saved the Terra for Rotom, but at this moment in time, the way the game plays out, no, it makes no sense. But I get it at the time, and I
Yeah.
don't hate it so
Yeah,
much.
At the time, yeah, but the way that they went about this was rough.
So that is AV. I'm pretty certain on this Valley. That it's got no type as well, no type memory. I'm pretty certain
Yeah,
that's
it's
AV.
whatever item. Yeah, it was AV.
Oh, wait, isn't that Terra Silvally?
It is a Terrasil ally.
Yeah,
the-
Valley. Yeah.
Defog there was interesting, but okay.
It is funny, like someone getting a hazards and
So-
almost immediately remove them.
So I
Yeah.
sort of hate this, but also it's sort of genius because this unfolds basically the Quackable, which he needed to do.
So Rose made the decision of swapping Quackable into the potential overheat here, which the Quackable is now thawed, which
Well-
obviously helps a lot.
They did explain that apparently they went the Venusaur to bait the overheat so they could unfold the Quackable.
Yep.
That's why they did that
Unserious.
sequence.
That was such an
Right.
unserious turn.
What
Why
was
did he
that
switch it?
switch? Why? Yeah, right. I don't hate this switch, but this is where you reveal Haze or Toxic or something. What is this
Yeah,
set?
something to put a timer. You need a timer.
Yeah.
So this
Honestly-
Quillfish's spikes, Pain Split, Gunk Shot. What is the last move? Also,
Toxic
this is your
spikes.
Quackable switch.
Yeah.
Why are you letting this Valley take so much damage of your Quackable switch in?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
Yeah,
like, isn't the Blastoise kind of low and poisoned?
Yeah.
But here's the
Also,
thing.
that was an
They shoulda-
interesting switch into Palafin.
Since they stood in, why didn't they set up toxic spikes? Like try to stack the toxic spikes.
Yeah, that would that
For the-
again.
for the
That makes too
Quackable.
much. That makes too much sense for this battle.
I mean,
And-
Defog Scarm is like a reason why, I guess.
And now
Yeah.
we get into the moment where Pate starts losing the game. So instead of
Yeah, the
going for
game's over at
like
this point.
water pulses to like get the confusion off or something, no, they just swap Quillfish, try to get more damage on this Quackable.
Yo, this Quillfish is so tanky too. It's so sad that it didn't have haze.
No
It's
poison.
not
By the
Yeah,
way,
like,
guys,
even-
this is why
It's
you
not
bring
Quillfish's fault.
Haze if you're bringing out this mon as an answer to Quackable.
Even
'Cause
gets a
otherwise you're just
crit
relying
the
on
Gunk
crit.
Shot.
Even
Now
then,
misses
when
one.
you're facing a Scrummy, it's just better to face. It's better to just bring like straight up toxic instead of toxic spikes. I feel like.
How are you
I
going
mean,
to
Yeah,
talk?
Toxic would-
Skarmory wasn't
wait,
guaranteed.
Dakota.
Toxic
Did
would
you
be
just
better
say
than Toxic
toxic
Spikes,
into
actually,
Skarmory?
right? Oh,
Bro,
they did,
but
to
it's
be
better
fair.
than having toxic spike. Wait, what? That's not what I'm saying.
Just
Actually,
in
no,
the moveset.
Toxic would be better than Toxic Spikes. He's right. He's
yes,
right.
yes, I'm
Yes, just the
100% right,
move
'cause
set
you-
because of Skarmory, because
Yeah.
Skarmory can easily remove T-Spikes.
And
with
Quillfish
Defog.
If you're-
is there to force. It's the force timer. It's not
Yeah.
gonna get it off with just one T spike. What? Nah. Yeah. No.
Yeah, no. If you're not going to bring Haze, you at least bring Toxic.
Yeah.
Like,
The Quackable is now
Because
finally
imagine
obviously not for
Quackable
going
was
Skarmory.
But as we are starting to see, this poison is not going to matter. Quackable's just
Hover over Quillfish just move set a bit.
one
wait,
Gunk
oh,
Shot
wait.
left.
Do we know the last move?
We don't.
The last move was Toxic Spikes. They confirmed
Oh,
after the
yeah.
battle.
Oh, true. Yeah. Like, one hazard is fine, even in a Scar matchup. Both are not.
I will
Like,
say this as well.
Yeah.
If Pate had literally had Toxic on the Quillfish Sui and was not clicking it, oh my god, the route would be even worse. I'd be like, "There, what the effing fuck are you doing? Why are you not clicking Toxic? Why are you clicking Gunk Shot and trying to crit?"
I also feel like Rose, like they played well, but I feel like they made the game longer than it had to be. I feel like
I think they
they,
said after the game they were
they
trying to
like
be safe.
dragged. Yeah, I know they were trying to be safe, but like they were saying they're trying to be safe for a crit, but like doesn't like taking more and more turns increase the chance of a crit?
There we
Know what I
have
mean?
It
Terabite's
does,
worst
but I think
played
he
game
needs to
of
be.
all time of the week.
I think from Rose's perspective, the crit did 67%. We saw that as well. So I think they were trying to make sure they were roosting out of crit range, which we get. I think that's what they were trying to do.
Yeah. Big crit
Like-
and it's barbecue.
Even though it is funny, like what Terabyte said, I don't think it was like a terribly played game. It was more like the gameplay that was that bad. It was the moveset. The
No,
prep
it
was not good
It was
enough.
the prep.
I
Was
do remember actually watching this in all chat as well. And it was just like we were all bursting out laughing because I think I'd just been to the pub or something like, and I was just like, "What the fuck is this?" Oh no, this was Saturday. No, I hadn't been to the pub.
Oh my gosh! Even if the Rabambi was like Focus Sash or something, so like Revenge Killer, it would have been better too. Oh my god!
I mean, it was already like chipped down, but yeah. Honestly,
yeah,
Pate
but,
lost this on prep. Pate lost this on prep. Like that, the Quillfish Sui. If you have Toxic or Haze, Pate might even win this game. They probably don't get swept by that.
He doesn't even know that Quillfish gets haze. That's what they told me.
Oh my
after.
god, that's literally one of the main moves I run on Quillfish Sui for matchups like this.
But even then, you just
Yeah,
look
like-
it up. You look up the moves. Like I
Well,
don't know
like
every.
this is one of like the annoying parts. Like we all know Pate that's like gone on. They have done better recently, but they have also like generally done badly in CPL or PBL for like a long time. Like you should just at least make sure you check the movesets of both your own mons and the opponents. I've known like a few seasons ago, like Pate didn't know. I don't remember what move it was, but like Pate didn't know. Like was it maybe like CC or U-turn that Megalop got it, and
Yeah, he didn't know Megalop got
just-
U-turn.
yeah.
Wait, what? I get that at the start of the gen, but like once you play the gen for a few like seasons, like how do you not know this gets
He didn't
U-turn?
know about U-turn and he
Yeah.
didn't know about triple axle. He was running Ice Punch.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
I
No, but sometimes
I will say to the defense, was it at the start of the gen? If it was at the start of gen,
I don't think
kinda
it
get
was. I think this was like no,
Oh.
it definitely wasn't. It definitely wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Even if it's not though, I feel like it's so undisciplined to just not just check what moves your mons have.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Wait, no, I think that was Raccoon actually. I don't think that was Pate. I think that was actually Raccoon.
With the
I'm
triple
not-
I'm
axle,
I'm not
might have
fairly
been
certain I
Raccoon.
remember Pate forgetting that, but
I'm not
Might
gonna
be
sit
both.
here and act like I know every mon like it's like full moveset because like no one does. That's insane. You're gonna cap. That's cap if you say you do. But I think everyone
I
has
argue
enough-
I do, but I play way too much more.
I know the
But-
majority, or like roughly what kind of stuff they get. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
like-
Oh yeah, not
you
ever
know
like like the entire move pool, but I would
That's what I'm
say I
saying.
know like the main every full level.
No,
Yeah,
no,
like you know,
that's what
like
I'm saying though.
you are supposed to know the common moves of Pokemon,
The common and like concept moves and like even like the small niche moves.
and even
Yeah.
then,
Or, like it's
You
like
just and
you're
even
doing
I would
so like
I'll
look
check
at the
mid. Yeah, I'll check mid battle just in case. Like, wait, did it get like when I faced the crossfit this week? I double checked. Did it get Whirlwind? Did it get Raw? Did it get? I was gonna say Dragon Tail, but I just don't. I just then don't Terror just in case. For example, like, but just to double check, just to make sure. Right, does this stop my plan? Just is there a niche move that I'm not remembering?
like
I
just
mean, also like being like caught out by like a weird move. Like for example, like it's especially like early gen. I remember like some people like were surprised when for example, Cinderace sniped a Pelipper Electro Ball, or in later gens you could also have Mescarada killing a Moltres with Power Gem.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
that's a niche move. So like,
yeah.
that is
This week, by the way.
fine to like not know. The big one is when it's your own mon, and haste is like a very common move in Quillfish, exactly for this reason.
Like,
Well, like it was
just
like this
imagine
week.
how this
I
game
was
would have
facing someone. I
went
bought Dragon here.
if this Quillfish was
Yeah.
Gunk Shot, Pain Split, Toxic, and Haze. Instead of the spikes and the two.
I mean, you didn't need both haste and toxic.
Yeah,
Like,
even
having room for gunk, pain split, and a hazard is fine, but you needed one of them to like actually stop Quackable.
Yeah.
honestly,
Both
I
would be
think
good
if,
as well.
I feel like if Pate brought Toxic or Haze, they could actually probably win this game. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't know because like
There's still
Yeah.
did the
hammers
Enam
in the
ever do
back.
anything?
There's
We
still
didn't know anything about the Enam.
We didn't know
Yeah.
anything about the Enam. The Runerigas only took damage. The Skarm is at 100%, so it does probably beat the Palafin, unless it's like set up Palafin.
But at least you wouldn't have lost to the Quackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be closer.
Which
But,
now brings us to
yeah,
the rest of
Pate-
the games of Whoop.
Just use common sense, please, bro.
Yeah.
We had Allison versus
Just-
Grimace, which was a complete stomp on Allison's part. The 6-kill Sandslash/Alola should explain everything.
So basically,
they're on a legendary run right now. They are on a legendary run, and I'm all here for it. I hope they get the kill record all the time.
honestly, I will say this. This is honestly the advantage of good terror prepping because Alison brought Terrafire Sandslash to counter Will-O-Wisp Dragapult,
Yep.
and it works. Oh wait, hang on, Ben. Could you just update the docs? I've accidentally put Mewtwo down instead of Mew. Just realised that. Thank you.
There we go.
No,
Fixing
because
Roy's
why
mistakes.
is when you type in Mew, the first one that pops up is Mewtwo, not Mew.
Yeah, I
Like-
was probably doing it in a rush, and that's why I'd done it. I think it was me that one. I'm blaming myself.
Anyway, the next
I don't
3
know.
games we all watched. Then it is Riptide versus Cartel. It was kind of unlucky from Riptide's side. So Cartel did have an easier time for this game. Then it was Metasas versus Flower Sniffer, and Rain Team keeps dominating in Wooper. Who would have guessed?
It's OP, man.
Oh yeah. That was the live game. That was it. That was week 3. Okay, I didn't realize that was a week 3 game. Okay, that's what I haven't watched yet. That just happened.
Then we had Penis versus Quani, and let's just say Penis did not prep for Araquanid, and Araquanid did so much damage in the early game that Quani just had to clean up with the rest of his mons.
I would like to point. No. I would like to point out that they did prep for it. They brought Hurricane Corviknight.
Wait,
Teleport Willow.
huh?
What about teleport?
Yeah.
What about teleport?
They had-
Will-O-Wisp, Gallade, Mega. What are you talking about?
They brought
Braver is
Hurricane-
better into a Rockwanid. Much
No,
better.
I know. I think they were trying some heat, and I think they overcooked the kitchen because they bought dual screens. They bought Belly Drum Azu.
They brought nasty
Corviknight.
Corviknight.
Nasty
Oh, it was
Corviknight.
Plot Corv. Okay, I mean that explains what is Hurricane, but that's like also like why?
He was trolling. He was obviously trolling.
He was cooking. He was cooking.
He was burning the kitchen.
Yeah, the kitchen is burned, but it cooked. He cooked.
And then we had NGNL
Sure.
versus Savage, which NGNL just played the game down very cleanly, killed the Incineroar. There was one turn that mattered a little bit, which enabled Terrapagos a little more. The Terrapagos crit the Incineroar with a Rapid Spin, which the Incineroar would have lived, and then knocked off the Terrapagos, so it was out of Terra Shell. So that was very unfortunate for Savage.
Terrapagos is a
but-
problem.
To be fair, Savage also kind of played themselves by not immediately going Iron Thorns after Incineroar died. They first off sacked Megalopunny and Espeon to the Terrapagos before going Iron Thorn, which was guaranteed to live a hit. So yeah,
Yeah.
Savage misplayed a little bit there. Of course, the little bit of luck against the Incineroar did matter, but if you went Iron Thorns after, you would have been fine.
Yeah.
Yep. And that is it for the Wooper game, which now brings us to the other things. Let's get into kill leaders. Let's get Mons of the Week off first. So for Mons...
did we end up going with... Sorry.
So, for Mons of the Week, in Clodcast, we have a number 1 Diancie, a number 2 Sneasler, and number 3 Garganackle. All got 5 kills this week. I want to shout out here the Luxray. I really, really wanted to put it in, but it is... Although the Luxray got 4 kills, every single one of these Mons literally got 5 kills and won the person their game, so it is hard to justify
Honestly,
it over them.
I would have pushed for the Luxray over one of the non-Garg Pokemon, because Garg was kind of insane, because it was Scarf Garg. It was Trace, but it was Scarf Garg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would almost argue like Luxray getting 4 kills is more impressive than Sneasler getting 5.
Definitely, but...
I get Sneasler won the game, especially with the para. So like, I get why Sneasler is there, but...
Yeah.
Like, I get why, but it's like... Getting 4 kills with a Luxray is much more impressive.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Then for Quagsire...
You get the honorary Seb Mon of the Week.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Luxray gets the honorary Mon of the Week. For Quagsire, we have Empoleon in number 1, beating Hamburger's ass a little bit, then Skarmory beating my ass. On the offensive and defensive side, so yeah, that was completely on me.
Let's go! Terrapagos isn't on it, yes.
And then we have Kreisbeck Excalibur. While the Terrapagos from Blue was in contention, I feel like the backs opening up the holes into Han's team was a little more relevant to the game.
Yeah.
And then for Wooper, 6 kills Sandslash Alola at number 1, 6 kills Quaquaval at 2. Why Sandslash was in number 1 over Quaquaval? First of all, Sandslash sweeped quicker, and it's the less points bond, so it obviously gets the higher voting.
And honestly, Sweep and Pay is a lesser achievement, let's be real.
Oof.
Man, screw that. It's a Sandslash Alola. Just off a drip alone, it should be number 1.
And then we have a
I did half joke about this in chat, but genuinely, Zach used that Mon so much better than I did. He's actually using that to perfection.
Yeah, like normally it's not a terrible Mon, but I normally don't rate it very highly. But like, is it now the overall kill leader?
It should be.
By a mile, it is. You'll see in a minute, but it's by a mile.
We can check very quickly, but let's get into the standings first.
Yeah. Well, I really have to say it's just fair enough. Wait, so that shouldn't kill leaders be after standings? The dock?
Doesn't really matter for how we do it. So, standings. Let's start with Claude. In last place is currently Nut at 1 and 2 -5. Then it's Martin at 1 and 2 -4. Fury ties Martin with also 1 and 2 -4 at number 14. Then it's Fluvy, Aaron, Swaggery, and BGC all tied with 1 and 2 -3. Then it's Emilio in sole position of 9th place. Then it's Zeb in 8th, Arrow in 7th, Order is 6th, King Kryptonate is 5th, tied with Embiid for 4th actually, and Star Maiden for 3rd. So they're all tied. And then we still have 2 undefeated coaches in Clodcast, which are one at number 2, Spike with 3-0 plus 9, and Zard at 3-0 plus 10, so 1 differential.
That's our previous champion. Wow, holding it up, continuing the momentum of last season.
I really have to say, I mean, it's still early, so like things could still swing, but damn, it's close so far. Like
it is so close. And
like
close.
16th, having the same record and only being 3 apart in diff. It's kind of insane. Like I know it's still early, but even then. When you compare that to the 2 other divs, when like 7th has 2 and 1 and like last place is 3.
Yeah.
Like Aaron next week could end up like at 5. or was it like 7? And he's like at 12 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
In Quagsire, currently we still have 2 winless coaches. At number 16 is Will Owl at 0-3 -10, and Smolov just 1 differential better at 0-3 -9. Then we have Terabyte at 1-2 -6. Then it's Roy at 1-2 -5. Skitty and Hamburger tying both at 1-2 -4. Skitty should be over Hamburger though because of the head-to-head. That's just a Dog mistake because Dog doesn't track head-to-head properly. Then I am in then Harry is 10th. I am 9th. Then we have Cry at 8th. Haunt at 7th. Blue and Jfuka tying for 5th place. Rena is 4th. Jakoto is 3rd. We have still 2 undefeated coaches. At number 2 is Bloop, and at number 1 is Brebon, but they're both 3-0 plus 10, so they're technically tied for 5th place. And then we have Whooper, where in last place we have Shinobi Fox, aka Penis, at 0-3 -13. That's a rough start.
holy shit.
Then Metasus is 0-3 -10, also on winless. Paid Pick is 0-3 -9, also winless. And then it's Savage Raccoon 0-3 -6, also winless. So we have 4 winless coaches in Whooper. Double the amount of Quack winless coaches.
Honestly, you can still see the difference between the divs. You go from 0 winners coaches to 2 to 4.
Yep.
Also, one of them's Pate, which we should point out every time.
Yeah. Then Cartel.
Does it ever feel a bit too mean to like constantly pick on Pate?
To be fair, that's why I said don't blame Pate for the issue with the trades. I will only bully Pate for things that they deserve to be mocked for.
Fair enough.
Like generally, week 2 they played well. Generally, they were actually very unlucky too. They played very well, in my opinion.
Yeah. Then at 12 we have Cartel Goku at 1-2 -3 tied with Riptide at 1-2 -3. Then it's Kwani at 2-1 +1 tied with Icarus for 9th place, who is also 2-1 +1. Then Gamer and the Found is 2-1 +2. Rose and Grimace are tied for 6th place, 2-1 +3. Shazam is 2-1 +4 at number 5. Terminal is 2-1 +5 at number 4. Then we have Allison at 2-1 +6 at number 3. Then still two undefeated coaches, Flower and NGNL, both 3-0. One with NGNL with +6 at number 2, and Flower with +13 at number 1.
Yeah. Before we
honestly, I have to say.
Oh, you first.
I just have to say, Taco and Flower Sifter. It's good to see Taco's therapist is doing as well as he is.
Yeah, although Taco's therapist is doing a bad job recently.
Yeah, mate. He's too focused on moms. He needs to just have a couple of losses and get Taco in check.
Yeah.
He's too focused on doing good for himself.
I do quickly want to say, like, when we did the who gets in, there was a while when we said like both Beerman and Bloop are like arguably good enough for top div, and it will be interesting. They might not keep it up, but it would be fun like, if both of them promote, and I'm basically just proven right.
Yeah, well, one of them. Well, it depends on if they can hold their standing. One of them will promote.
Of course.
One of them can promote for standings, but the other one will have to climb into the finals to get the promotion. So let's see if one of them can. Both of them can do it. If one of them does it, it is already a good achievement, though. Considering we did select them to go top div, if we got like more apps that were like good.
Yeah. But either way, it is fun like to see is like those are aside from like the CPL regulars, those two are probably the two I know the best team.
Yeah.
Outside of the CPL regulars.
Yeah, and like even looking at how we ranked some teams, like currently like looking at how we ranked some teams, like Flowers and NGNL's teams were ranked highly on the PRs and Whooper, and both are currently undefeated. Rebone and Bloop also rated highly, Jakoto as well, so those 3 being up here is also great. And then Zard and Spike also had good ratings. Our number 1 in Clodcast is not doing all too well.
I mean, week 1 was not hacks, but like a very close. I basically just lost to a roll, and obviously then I won week 2, and then week 3 I just kind of played badly. But I have also faced like Aero and Order are like 2 of the better players in CPL. Like compared to like a few seasons ago, I'd say at this point, like top div in Clodsire is like in Clodsire div is actually like has a lot of good players.
Yeah. Top div is definitely the most competitive one. Like, anybody could make play and anybody could win. Like, in there, like, it's hard to, like, pick somebody that is, like, oh, you don't belong here. I feel like from what we've seen currently, everybody definitely belongs in top div. Anyway, let's get into the kill leader. So, let's count the top 10 for Clodsire first. We have Electrode Hisugi from Fluvi at 10. Then, this is the Diancie of... Just give me 2 seconds.
Nate.
Nate, yeah. At 9. Then Aaron's Garganackle at 8. Kirim from Embiid at 7. Luxray from Spike at 6. Luxray being in the top 10 is fucking nice. That is a nice look.
Yeah.
So fire, yeah.
That's very well done.
Then we
yeah.
Yeah, it's like they are going for the bet, and they already almost have the kills they need to win the bet. So,
and also like
What,
Luxray is like one of my favorite ones. Like it's my probably my favorite electric after Seb, but I never go for Luxray because like if I want like a cheap kind of shitty electric, I always go for Seb.
Yeah, makes sense though. Then at number
Luxray
5.
is the go-to.
Sorry, Jakoto, what do you want to say?
Oh no, I was just gonna say Luxray is like the go-to like early mon in Gen 4.
Yeah.
Gen 4? Yeah, it is.
So, at number 5 is Martin Sneasler. At number 4 is Zard's Lando Eye. And number 3 is Spike's Iron Moth. Number 2 is Arrow's Greninja. And number 1 is still currently Spectre from Star Maiden.
Oh, didn't Sneasler get into Killer basically entirely off of this week?
Yeah, I got 5 kills this week.
Yeah.
The same with Garg.
It's kind of what you see like early in the season.
Yeah, like 3 of
like
these...
the Garg having one game and already being like top 10.
Yeah, 3 of these mons got in solely on this week. Like the Garg, the Diancie, and the Sneasler all got like 5 kills this week. Kiram also 4 kills this week, so yeah.
Is that a Sneasler game where they dire clawed the Gligar?
Yeah.
And just ended its life? And
Yes.
Then, okay.
Now to Quagsire.
Yes.
Number 10.
Honestly, this is Gligar moment.
Number 10 is Jakoto's Bundle. At number 9 is Brebon's Hydrapple. At number 8 is Jakoto's Meowscarada. Number 7 is Harry's Iron Hands. At number 6 we currently have Rena's Weavile. Skitty's Kilowattrel is at 5. Hamburger's Reggie Draco at 4. Hans Zora Kisui at 3. Brebon's Tapu Lele at 2. And Bloop's Terapagos currently at number 1.
And Reggie Drago's up there off of 1 week alone, right? This was this week. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
It was last week, yeah.
Last week. Oh, okay.
And then for Wooper. At number 10 we have Grimace's Haunchcrow. Number 9 we have Silvally from Rose. At number 8 is Turnal's Diancie Megan. Number 7 is NGNL's Mega Scizor. At number 6 is Icarus Storm's Sinistra. Shazam's Como at 5. Quaquavel from Rose at 4, which sneaked in this week. Mew from Grimace at 3.
Paid game.
Yeah, Salazzle from Gamer at 2. And Sandslash from Allison currently being the overall kill leader, 12-1. Having
That's insane. Like
having
double the whatever the second best has is insane.
Yeah,
like
it has 4 more kills than Claude's kill leader, and 5 more kills than Quag's kill leader.
That's not even the
by the way,
part.
for
it's
like that's a Spectre and to us.
Yeah.
4 kills per week is
that's
insane.
4 per game. That's a 4 KD and then a 4 like what is I don't know like KG. Like that's insane.
Yeah.
If Allison keeps this up and keeps using the Sand Slash that well, this
It's gotta get the record. Yeah.
it might
I mean,
get.
even just ending, like, if it went like 9 and 12, that would have been like really impressive.
But already, like
Like,
week
if it-
3, having 12 kills on that mon is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Roy, this is
Yes.
your time.
So for the pick'ems, I will say this: just like the Alolan Sandslash and Wooper, there is a massive gap between top and second, which we'll get to second. But in third place at the moment on 35 points is Jay Fucker and Taco. In second place, joint on 37 points is Rose, Aaron, Gamer Not Found, and Sadie. And in first place with 43 points, so 6 points ahead, is Seb on his own with 43 points.
Nice.
Damn, Zeb, you might
Yeah,
get.
you're fucking. Seb went ahead.
Zeb not getting a title, but he might get an emote this season.
He's
Let's
miles
go.
ahead. Like,
I mean, it's
for
very,
context,
like, I could easily also like just forget a week, because I think that happened last season, or maybe the season before. I
that
just
did
like
happen.
forgot a week when I was like on
For,
course for like being among the top.
Yeah.
for context, me and Ben are in sixth place at the minute with 32, and Jakota is somewhere down here on 22. There he is.
Man, I never do good at that. It's okay though. I just be guessing. I put no effort into
Yeah,
it.
I won
One of these
pick'ems
days
I mean,
I'll
to
once.
be
hit
fair, so
that.
do I.
I won pick'ems in one season. That was enough for me.
I came very close to winning last season, to be fair.
Anyways, that was a recap of week 3. Anything you guys want to add to this episode before I shut it off?
Hashtag blame Ben.
Well, I'll if you made it to this far into the Clodcast, you currently have no wins. I would prefer not to be your first victim, just for my own sanity. So if you could throw this week, that'd be nice. Yeah, just destroy your next week opponent, not me though.
Blue, I would just like to say you have no losses yet. I would like to say you don't need to beat me. You can throw this week. Let me be your first. Let me be your first and only defeat. Thank you, XOXO.
Okay, since we're all shouting at our opponents, Cry, I'm coming for you.
Also, like,
all
He
smoke.
he means in
No
a sexual
static.
sense.
do we want to do the thing at the end where, like, to see if someone watched until the end, that they like should type a message or something? So like
Sure.
we see who actually like watches.
Yeah. Type Pate is a furry in the chat.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
type-
no, people could just.
No. Like hashtag like Pate followed through because he didn't follow through with.
Oh yeah,
his,
paid
like-
follow through. Hashtag
Oh,
paid
Pate
follow
follows
through.
Yes,
through.
yes.
Yeah.
So everybody who's
He's
still
ducking the
here at the end of the video,
And remember to actually tag Pate while you do it. That's very important.
yeah, tag paid while you do it. Hashtag paid follow through. This was
And tag Pate.
yeah. We were the Clodcast. This was the week 3 recap, and we will see you again next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yes.